Hello once again, everybody, and how are you doing today? mEcHjaW coming at you with a little bit more of Black Ops 2 gameplay footage. This one is on Kill Confirmed. I am using the Vector, I believe is what I'm using on this one. I don't remember. And I want to talk about two things today. One is going to be like right now, and then the other one's going to be later. The first thing I want to talk about is I've been hearing a whole lot of just random release dates for the new consoles. So I actually personally don't know. I don't think anybody knows, honestly. They haven't announced them. They haven't really done anything with them. So I'm not really sure when they're going to be released. Some people were saying March yesterday. Some people were saying November, October. People were saying that the PS3 is going to be released in November, and then the Xbox 720 or whatever, probably 720, is going to be released a month after, which would be October. But then I saw another article that said that they were going to be releasing both consoles in March, which that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'm not even sure if they're going to be coming out this year. I mean, if they're going to be coming out this year, they kind of picked like the worst year to do it on. I mean, they're not going to have a lot of release titles for it, I don't think. I mean, you got Skyrim out of the way, which, as we all know, Bethesda for both the Xbox and the Xbox 360 had a releasing title, and Skyrim is out of the way. Now, I mean, they could be working on a secret subject, or a secret game, rather, not subject, lol. I honestly have no idea. The game developers that I imagine would get into it, maybe Konami with Metal Gear Solid, maybe they would go into it. I have no idea what the release titles on it would be, and I don't think it'd be worth it to buy the new console until maybe 2 or 3 months after release, just to get some games on that console. It doesn't make any sense to buy a new console with no games on it. That just doesn't make any sense, unless they're going to be really pushing motion sensor on this one, more so than the Kinect did, in which case it's going to be like a lot of family friendly games, and that's not going to be as awesome as anybody thinks. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in it, to be honest. I don't know if I'll be picking it up right away. I highly doubt it, because I'm a broke joke. But I mean, who knows? Maybe down the line I'll have saved up some cash, and then both consoles will come out. I have a PS3 and an Xbox 360 right now, but I honestly have no idea if I would even consider picking those up until at least 2 months after release. Also, the Steam box got announced at CES in Las Vegas. I've been looking into that ever so often or whatever, about maybe once every day actually. It's like a little 24 centimeter or 24 inch, no, not 24 inch, that's too big. It's like a 24, I don't know, the dimensions on it are really small for lack of measurements right now. But the Steam box is going to be like a mini PC. It's going to have interchangeable parts, much like a desktop PC has now, or even a laptop. It's going to have motherboard and RAM and everything like that you can add into it. But my only quarrel with that is that it's gonna have to be custom parts. They're gonna have, you know, a smaller motherboard made from Asus or whatever. They're not gonna have one already made, because as anybody who's ever built a PC knows, motherboards for the desktop are much larger than what the Steam box is looking to be. Unless, you know, the parts that are coming with its stock are really good, then you may not have to interchange parts for a couple years, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see how they really make that the next console, because that's what they're pushing for. They're trying to get it on your TV. They're trying to have it easy to maneuver around from your friend's house and everything like that, and you can play all your Steam games on it. It sounds amazing, but not amazing at the same time. I don't know. It sounds interesting. I'd be interested in that one as well. I mean, there's tons of stuff coming out. I mean, they got 4K televisions now that are like 4 times the current HD that we have, and it's just crazy talk. But that's really all that I have for you as far as like technical news. Just lots of consoles coming out. The last thing that I really want to get into this conversation with, and this has been talked about forever, is the Black Ops 2 lag issue. If you've ever watched a film, and like I said, this is not a really new topic. Somebody wanted me to actually talk about it in this video, or a video rather, and I figured since it's kind of a longer gameplay, then I would try and squeeze in 2 topics. But first, before I switch topics, I'm sorry. Leave me some comments in the comment section below. What are you thinking that the new consoles are going to be? I'm really interested. I have no idea if people are even going to be buying the new consoles. I mean, it seems really silly to have them coming out this year with no, like, there are no titles that have been announced for it. So it's a little interesting. I don't know. Leave me some comments. The next thing that I want to talk about is, like I said, the lag issue in Black Ops 2. Lately, it has been super crazy. I don't know what's going on, but if you've ever watched a theater clip from a gameplay that you did, you'll notice that your gun isn't even firing at the person on your screen. But you know, like during that segment in the game or whatever, you know that when you were playing, you had hit markers on him the whole time. And you know, a lot of that comes from like Killcams too. At the end of certain matches or whatever, you can see that you're not even really shooting the guy. And as we have all come to know, it's because of Call of Duty lag. Now, it's not like Call of Duty is still a great game, don't get me wrong, but the lag issue is such a huge problem in this game. And it wasn't like that in Black Ops 1. It wasn't even really like that in Modern Warfare 3. There were occasional lobbies that I would get into that really irked me because of how laggy they were. But that was the host's problem, not the game's problem. It seems that there's a huge difference from the lag compensation in this one to the lag compensation in the last game. It just seems like a huge jump, and I don't know like what to do to you know, counteract that or whatever. I don't really have a huge example of it in this video, not to my knowledge anyways. I've been kind of looking at it, but not really. But there were games that I was getting, or there were lobbies that I was getting into where I would shoot this guy 5 times and he would shoot me once and I would die. And then on his kill cam, like, because you get to see their kill cam, I was curious. I was like, how did I die? On his kill cam, you know, it shows him hitting me before I even touch him. So it's a lag issue, and like I said, it's not anything new. It's not anything, you know, different in this game, really, if you think about it. But it is a lot more noticeable in this game, is what it seems. I mean, it's always been there type thing, but now it's like, hey, it's right in our faces, and it's really annoying. And I know lots of other people have either cliffed off or jumped off the cliff, maybe. I don't know, maybe that's a bad analogy, but jumped off the cliff of playing this game because of all the lag issues. And then there are certain matches that you get where the other team is lagging and you're doing really good. It's just, I don't know, it's a 50-50% chance that you take, and of course the better internet service that you have, the more likely you're able to win the match. But I just know that somebody wanted me to touch on that topic, and I figured I would, and I just wanted you to know that it sucks. Pretty bad, actually. It's like the most horrible thing you can do during that during a firefight situation where you're shooting everybody and you're like, yeah, we're winning, and then you're like, excuse me, and then you're like, no, we're not, because we're lagging, and it sucks. So I just want to know your guys' comments about the console wars going on, and don't make it into a console war situation in the comments. I mean, I like both consoles just the same. I just happen to play my Xbox more because, one, it's in my room, and two, I have more games for it. But I do love the PS3. I do love the idea of the PS4, except for I don't like the fact that they're trying to push a patent that they've tried to push before for used games not being able to work on the new consoles. I think that's bullcrap. So I hope that you would agree with me there. But anyways, wrapping off this thing, I would like you guys to go like my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/mEcHjaW. I would also like to go follow me at Twitter, @mEcHjaW. And yeah, that's all I have to say to you guys. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye!